Hi, I'm Melissa Welsh from Welsh Design Studio, and this video is the second of a two-part series about how you can save huge money buying furniture. This video is aimed specifically at how you can save money when you're working with a designer and buying furniture from them. Now, I am all for DIY and home decorating on your own. I teach a lot of that on my website. But at some point in your life, you may choose to work with a designer. And I want to make sure I'm explaining how you can save money by doing that when it comes to furniture buying. Designers can purchase furniture from furniture manufacturers at a low price. Now, it's not always as low a price as some of the big furniture stores can. Why is that? It's because of volume. Pottery Barn or somewhere like that might buy, 1,000 dressers from a furniture store. Whereas if I'm a designer and I'm working with clients throughout the year, I may only buy, 1 to 5 pieces of furniture from that same manufacturer. So Pottery Barn, because of the volume that they do, is going to get a massive discount. I am going to get a discount, but maybe not quite as much as theirs. Now, designers will then, sell that piece of furniture to their clients at a retail price, or they might be willing to sell you at a lower price and share their trade discount with you. Every designer works differently. It's not a bad thing. It's just the way the industry works. And the reason designers will do this and not give you their whole trade discount is because designers don't typically make enough from just their hourly fees to pay all the bills. They rely on the income that they can make by selling you furniture and accessories at above the wholesale price that they can purchase. It's just the way it is, not a bad thing. And I know designers will be uncomfortable that I'm sharing and spilling these secrets, but I want to make sure you, the consumer, the customer, understands how this process works. Here's what I want to talk about. If you're working with a designer, you need to discuss with them upfront, as soon as you're looking at signing a contract, as soon as you're looking at, signing a services agreement, what are their terms, their processes, their methods when it comes to selling you furniture and accessories. Some designers will talk about it in terms of a markup. They're just going to mark it up, 20% above the wholesale price that they'd have. Other designers will talk about it in terms of sharing a trade discount. They may split their trade discount 50-50 with you. So if they get a 40% discount at a furniture store, they could give you 20% off the retail price, and that designer would pocket the other 20%. And it's a win-win because you're saving money, the designer's making money, it's all good. So you need to make sure you're looking at this and negotiating this with your designer up front. Some designers are not willing to share their trade discount. They rely on that income. They're not going to sell it to you for less than the retail price. And in my mind, that's a huge bummer for you. And I personally would not want to choose a designer that has that approach. Why? Because yes, they may be a fabulous designer, and I'm going to pay them for their expertise and to come up with a beautiful design for me. But when it comes time for me to purchase furniture, I'm not saving anything. So I'm not only paying for designer, but I'm also paying full price for furniture. And it's just, you can make your own decision, but it doesn't seem that that's the best way to go as a customer. So in my business, I always split the discount. In my mind, I would like my clients to save money when buying furniture through me. So not only will they pay for the design, but then they'll actually save money when it comes time for purchasing. So these are things you need to negotiate with your designer up front. You need to ask about it up front. You need to make sure you understand what's happening, because if you want to save money, you need to put terms into that contract that allow you to save money. But keep in mind that designers do get different discounts from different places. So for example, Pottery Barn gives designers 20% discount, which is fine. That's nice. And furniture manufacturers might give a designer like a 40% or 50% dealer price, which is even better. So a designer is not going to be able to just give you a straight up, you'll always get, 25% off the retail price. They can't do that because their discount is going to be different, from different places. But what you can do is split whatever trade discount is out there. So ask for a 50-50 split or some other percentage split, and you'll end up saving a ton of money that way. So I highly recommend you look for a designer that's willing to share their trade discount with you and that you negotiate those terms up front. A word of caution, and here's why I want you to be aware of that too, is when you're working with a designer, and let's say, remember how I said the MSRP, that retail price is set by the furniture stores and set by the designers? You need to be aware of that, because there is a potential that even if you were working with a designer and they said, I'll split the discount with you, really you're splitting the difference between the price that the designer pays for it and the retail price that the designer is telling you. So the designer could set that retail price really high if they want to. It could be, much higher than kind of you could buy it elsewhere. And then when you split the difference, you're not saving as much as you could. So make sure that when you're talking to your designer about purchasing furniture, that you want to see the retail price. You want to see the retail price and you want to see the trade discount that you're going to get. A designer that is, reputable and, has good moral compass is going to be willing to share that with you. When you see that retail price, it's important that you take a look at it. And for those really big ticket items, I would compare with places that you could buy elsewhere. Do a Google search, do a reverse image search. Look and see if that retail price is in the ballpark with where you could buy it online or somewhere else. And the reason I want you to do that is because there are designers out there that will set the retail price way higher than it needs to be. It's not really the right thing to do, but it is their prerogative to set that retail price to what they want. Now, if you go out looking and the retail price that your designer quoted is like $25 more than what you see it online or something at a retail price, do not go back to your designer and ask for a discount. That's silly and it's going to piss your designer off. Okay, they're in the ballpark, within the retail bounds. And they put in a lot of time and effort to source good furniture for you, come up with a design. So just do not try to go back for, a few pennies here and there. But if you see that your designer has priced something way higher than retail, way higher than what you're looking, what you see, it is your right as a customer, and I highly recommend you tell them, hey, I've seen this for a much lower price. Can you please adjust the price? Not like you're trying to call them out, but just adjust the price to somewhere closer to, a comparable retail price. So you got to be smart about it as a consumer. And if you want to save money, you need to be negotiating with your designer up front about trade discounts and then making sure they're being transparent with the retail pricing. And then you should be able to save a ton of money.